got into drawing, how I got to support myself. Crazy. Hi, it's Saturday. I had a little bit of a slow start, but then I did my exercise and now I'm so happy I have that done for the day. It's always a good day when I do exercise in the morning. It's been a really good week. I've drawn a lot, and the big news for me, the big thing, that was my goal for this year, and I wasn't expecting for it to happen already, but I quit my side job, and I guess I will be a full-time illustrator from now. At least I'll do my best to do so. I want to talk about that a bit later. I get questions from illustrators starting out, and I still feel like I'm just starting out, but at least maybe I can share how I got started at the beginning without formal education in illustration. I learned by myself from the internet, and how I combined that with little side jobs to get to the place where I am now. I'm trying out with a little mic clipped on my business card. Let's see how it works. Normally I would hold it, that picks up the voice pretty well, but if I clamp it onto my sweater, it's not the best. So let's see if this is any better. It's kind of fun holding something. Anyway, I don't think I've showed you the wedding stationery set that I drew between Christmas and New Year's. It was a wedding invitation, a Tony chocolate, and some little display images for the table, featuring the couple's dog, a really sweet corgi. They didn't have the text yet for the invitation, so I made it as a Canva template for them. I did this Galib magazine illustration. This was so fun. This little furniture with faces. The section is called Slickopies, where the little images are mixed in with the text to help kids read and to make it easier, more interesting for them to read. And there's always a full page illustration on the other side, and I do that every month. And most likely, we were already talking with the art directors, they are going to publish it with the Slovenian publishing house in the end of the year. So it's really nice little extra motivation every month that I draw these, that it's also going to end up in a book. And then I've been still working on this big wedding stationery project for the American couple. I think I was already documenting quite a bit of the drawing process last week. I did their portrait and some spot illustrations. I've really had fun with this dancing scene. And then I did my first ever illustrated map for them, which I was super happy how it turned out. It was quite challenging just to make it a bit realistic. Like I just wanted to people really be able to find all the places using this map. I really want to do more maps now. The first thing I do when I have some time for like a personal project, I will do a Berlin map and make a print. I'm really excited about future map drawing possibilities. They wanted me to illustrate 12 special places that will be used as table numbers at the wedding celebration. It was a really nice exercise for me because I feel like very often I'm pigeonholed a little bit into children's illustration, and this was kind of more adult. I guess the whole wedding stationery thing is a bit more stepping into adult. It's been good for me to show that my work can also be used for adult things and not just cute kid stuff. I always believed that, but once you show your work in one way, you tend to be commissioned for similar type of projects. So I'm really happy I'm branching out with that, and especially these locations. I see so many possibilities for this, like for lifestyle brands, like postcards, like travel themes, hotels. My dream to work for like a hotel. There's this opera music academy scene, which I think it looks quite fancy, which is not something I thought my work could be like elevated like that, but I think it can. Anyway, I'm really happy with how that turned out, and I hope they like it. I'm excited to put this in my portfolio. I still have to continue with them and make food menu and a cocktail menu, and I need to sketch that over this weekend. I have a logo project I have to work on, a really excited one that came to me because of the YouTube videos. I have another Galib magazine sketch to do. I'll be working a little bit this weekend. But we'll go to a cafe and just have a little bit of a change of scenery. I always get a fresh new wave of energy when I go to a cafe with Sebi. We both work on something.
What's this for?
Pennies.
You're wrong.
What?
I'm vlogging.
I'm so sorry. That wasn't even like a shirt. It's just me. This is what I do. This is regular stuff. Just, I don't think I'm a distraction.
No. How much time? 1.5?
Yeah. 125 actually.
Huh?
You doing 45?
Yeah.
This is us training for Copenhagen. Okay, shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my past, how I got into drawing, how I got to support myself, trying to get to where I can do this full time. And it all started 7 years ago when I moved to Berlin. I just graduated in industrial design before in Slovenia. I didn't have any plans. I just needed to move to a new city. That was my only plan and my only goal, and I was going to figure it out here. I moved here because of Sibi. Before I really wanted to move to either London or Paris. I did my internship in London in a textile company, Donna Wilson. But yeah, I didn't really have any opportunities in any of the cities. I just felt like it made most sense to go where Sebi was. He helped me quite a bit in the beginning. We got together like right away. I didn't know if I wanted to study. Don't think I was really motivated. I had to learn German before. I still haven't learned German properly. I'm much better, but not B2, I think. And I couldn't really find a job, so I somehow started drawing for fun. I was drawing in my university, but very technical things, and it was very different to what I wanted to do now. I drew as a child, but then I stopped for a long time at school and at uni, I just lost myself a little bit there. Didn't have a great time. And here, somehow, being in this new exciting city, I just wanted to document everything, all the people, all the places. And soon I realized I really would like to make this my thing. I really loved how little you need for illustration, how you can do it almost anywhere. It's not expensive in the beginning, especially. You need so little. Before I was doing ceramics and crochet, and the studio is expensive. Crocheting materials get expensive. It's difficult to sell. It somehow made sense in my head that it could work. I decided to go the route of taking little side jobs and working on illustration as I do that. I also got help from my mom. I have to mention that she helped me out financially quite a bit in the first years. This really helped me feel more secure, but I also knew I really wanted to make my own money. I had to. The main thing I did was to take little side jobs, and the first one was a restaurant job. I worked for 2 years in a little Italian restaurant in Schillerkiez in Neukölln. It was a great challenge. I really was super scared in the beginning because of my German. I just didn't speak much at all. But I quickly learned the restaurant vocabulary. I learned a lot about food. I had great company. I was really lucky this job. It was fun. It was super active. It was very different from what I was doing during the day with my drawing. Took the drawing thing also quite seriously. I did 2 100-day challenges back to back, and I was drawing every day, posting it on Instagram. Soon I got my first private commissions drawing families, and also a big thing at that time was my I want to draw your dog thing. 2020 I printed out these posters saying I want to draw your dog, and there was different dog pictures on the posters and my little information on the bottom, and I plastered the city with these posters, and I got lots of dog portrait commissions through that. That was a great thing for me to see that I can really make some money with illustration, and I think it gave me hope to continue pursuing it. In 2020 I also got my first commercial illustration commission by the Animals Observatory. I did a sales campaign for them, and I don't know, they somehow found me on the Instagram. They gave me this opportunity. I still since then haven't worked with a company like that. I don't know, maybe Stapelstein is up there. But it was really one of my favorite clients so far, and I thought I made it at the time. It's gonna be easy. It wasn't. It still took a very long time, but every little confirmation like that made me feel like I'm on the right path. I really doubted myself so much, but then little things like this started happening, and I'm glad I stuck with it. My next side job was at a shop. After 2 years, I kind of felt like I needed a switch. My colleague from the restaurant job was helping out her friends, a Turkish couple opening a little concept store in Kolwitz, and she took me with them. I could sell my crochet things in there, also my postcards and prints, so that was great. But yeah, after 2 years, I had enough and I needed a switch. I was offered this internship with an animation company that I worked earlier on a project with. Somehow I quit the job. I didn't get that internship, and I had to find a new side job because even though I was getting more and more commissions, it still wasn't enough. It really went up and down month to month. I just really like the security of the side job and having that money coming in every month, being able to pay rent. I'm anxious about money coming in. I really need a little bolster at all times. Yeah, I took babysitting. It was either going to be cleaning or babysitting. I'm glad I went with babysitting, although I did watch a whole giant course on cleaning, and now I can clean my apartment super well. Babysitting was my last side job now. I was with this family for 2 years. I was really lucky with them. I had a little stint with another family where I wasn't so happy with, so I just quit after a couple of months. I really couldn't with 2 crazy boys. But with this family, I really got along with. The girls were super nice. It was 3 girls, mostly hung out with the younger 2 ones. I would pick them up from Kita, and now the older one was at school already. We'd go to school and then just spend 2 afternoons together every week. It was great to learn German. It was a great way to get away from my desk. It was a great way to, just spend time with kids. I'm this age where friends are getting kids. I have to think about that, what I want to do in the future. And it was great for that. I really have an idea about how that could look like. At this point now, I'm I've gotten so busy with my commissions that I really don't have to do it anymore. Last year, I found a few new ways to do illustration, which is live illustration at events, coloring book, one magazine. I had another magazine last year that I was working on for 2 years until they went out of print. Now what pushed me over to really be able to just do illustration is the wedding stationery. Yeah, right now I'm so busy. I'm just drawing all the time. I'm making enough money with illustration to live and to put some money on the side every month. But I'm really happy, really grateful that I got to this place. So happy for every commission that I get. But still, right now I see that this is not going to be sustainable because mostly I still am working on custom work, which takes a lot of time and effort, and there's just a limited amount of time and effort I can put out. And in the future, now, in the next weeks and months, I will have to figure out how to add additional streams of income, additional little baskets where I can collect some eggs and live off this illustration thing comfortably. So I'm going to document now. I'm really also glad that I've been doing these videos for the past 4 years. I don't know what happened last week, but so many new people came, and I'm really happy that people resonate with this kind of content. I really appreciate you supporting, and it keeps me accountable. I still have a far way to go. It's still going to be difficult, but I'm really, really happy and excited to be here and just looking forward to what's to come with all this illustration thing. I had a long night yesterday. This is one thing I'm struggling with a lot. Going to sleep at a normal time and then waking up at a normal time. I think naturally I'm just more of a night person, but I don't know if that's the healthiest. I've tried to become more of a morning person. I just can't do it. But I need to get at least a little bit better. I had a really bad phase of where I was watching TikToks late at night, and now at least I dropped that habit. I'm not using that app anymore. I'm not even gonna post there anymore. I attempted a little bit, but I'm just going to focus on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube is my favorite place on the internet, and Instagram is more like a portfolio, but this place is really extra special to me. Anyway, I haven't been doing TikToks, but I was just working. I was editing this video that I'm filming now. Anyway, I did my exercise in the morning. Now I feel all good and on track again. And now I need to get some drawing done. The main thing this weekend, even if I don't manage the magazine sketch, I need to do the menu and the cocktail menu for the wedding stationery, at least the sketch. Then we need to clean, so it's gonna be an easy stay-at-home Sunday. Sunday evening. We cleaned the apartment. It's looking very nice and fresh, ready for the next week. Had a nice dinner, and I'm going to have a little editing session now. I'm quite looking forward to it. I'm really happy I got those menus done. I really didn't feel like sitting here drawing on a Sunday evening, but I had the deadline, and it's really impressive what a little pressure can do to you. I'm really happy with how the sketches turned out, and I hope the ladies like them. I wanted to ask you if you have any questions about illustration or freelance work or moving to Berlin. I want to do a little Q&A sections in the next vlogs and talk about what you're interested in. So just write me down in the comment and I'll discuss in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.